I didn't plan to start. I didn't plan to start my exam by screaming Badshah lyrics, but the disaster began exactly when the exam hall went dead silent, and my phone decided to blast PANI PAAANI HOGAYI. I froze. The whole hall turned toward me like I had summoned a demon. "Who is playing music?" the invigilator barked. My hands were shaking. My phone slipped from my pocket and clattered on the floor, still screaming Badshah at full volume. And as if my brain malfunctioned, I shouted the next line by reflex. "Dil mera doop main." The entire class gasped. I wish the ground would swallow me. But wait, let me rewind. 2 hours earlier, I was pacing outside the exam hall, half awake, headphones hidden under my hoodie. I was using Badshah's playlist to calm my nerves. My friend Ayo looked at me and frowned. "Bro, remove that earbud before you enter." "That invigilator? He doesn't smile, at all." "I'll remove it," I said, waving him off. "Relax." Spoiler, I did not remove it. I forgot. The Bluetooth was still connected. My phone was still in my pocket, and my fate was already sealed. By the time I entered the hall, the atmosphere was so tense you could hear someone blinking. The invigilator, Mr. Cole, scanned each student like he had X-ray eyes. He looked at me and said, "Empty your pockets." I took out my pen, ID card, calculator. He nodded. I sat. All good, or so I thought. The exam started, pens scratching, chairs creaking, sweat beading. I leaned forward to write, and that tiny movement activated the touch sensor on my Bluetooth earbud. I didn't realize it, but my phone did. It reconnected instantly. Click. A soft beat started playing inside my ear. I smiled unconsciously and hummed, super low. Han, Han, Jognu. A girl beside me squinted at me. "Are you singing?" "No," I whispered. "I'm thinking." But she shook her head. "You're literally humming Badshah in an exam." "Shh," I begged. That's when fate delivered the knockout punch. My Bluetooth connection glitched. The music cut from my ear, then blasted from my phone speaker. "Pani, Pani!" Students jumped. I jumped. Even the invigilator jumped. He stormed toward me, slamming a hand on my desk. "Stand up! What are you doing? Are you cheating?" "It's not cheating," I squeaked. "It's Badshah." "Who is Badshah?" he shouted. "Your accomplice." "No, he's a musician." "A musi? What?" Students snickered. Someone whispered, "Man's doing a whole concert." I fumbled for my phone, hit the wrong button, and the volume increased. Badshah was now performing live in the exam hall. The invigilator's face turned red. "Out! Out now!" "But, sir, out!" He dragged me by the arm, the whole class watching like I was being arrested. As he pulled me toward the door, someone called out, "Bro, at least your voice wasn't that bad." I wanted to vanish. The invigilator marched me down the hallway like I was a criminal caught smuggling answers from NASA. "Explain yourself," he snapped. "I wasn't cheating," I said, breathless. "My Bluetooth just betrayed me." He stopped walking. "Your what?" "Bluetooth earphone," I repeated weakly. He stared at me as if I had said ghost spirit connection. "Why would you wear that into an exam?" "I forgot, sir." "You forgot?" His nostrils flared so wide a butterfly could enter. We reached the principal's office. He pushed the door open. "Madam Principal, we have a case." The principal, Mrs. O'Forey, looked up slowly from her laptop. "Case? Of what?" "Cheating," Mr. Cole announced dramatically. "Musical cheating." Her eyebrows shot up. "Musical cheating?" "He was playing songs," he said. "Loud ones, in the middle of the exam." The principal turned to me. Is this true? I gulped. Yes, but it was accidental. What song? Before I could answer, Mr. Cole shouted, "Pani Pani," or whatever nonsense. The principal tried not to smile. And you did not think to check your pockets. I did. I paused, but I forgot my earbud was still connected. She leaned back. Show me. I hesitated. Show you what? The device, the music. Show me what happened. I reluctantly pulled out my phone. Don't be alarmed. I tapped the screen. Instantly, dash, dash. Pani Paani Hogayi. The principal's eyes widened. Mr. Cole covered his ears. I panicked and tried lowering the volume, but I pressed the wrong button again. Now Badshah was screaming like he was performing at Coachella in the principal's office. The principal burst into laughter. Not a small laugh, a full-on, head-back laugh. Okay, stop, she waved, still laughing. I understand. This is not cheating, this is just very, very unfortunate. Mr. Cole looked betrayed. Madam, you're letting him go? It was an accident, she said. Give the boy a warning. And please, next time. She looked at me, smiling. Disconnect your Bluetooth. Yes, ma'am, I said, wanting to evaporate. They sent me back to the exam hall. The moment I opened the door, everyone stared. Someone whispered, Yo, Badshah is back. Another student clapped once like I had entered a stadium. The invigilator pointed to my seat. Sit, and no more singing. I wasn't singing. You literally sang a verse, a girl said, and you weren't even on key. I sighed and sat down, face burning. 20 minutes later, I could finally focus, until a guy from the back row whispered, Bro, next time at least sing Arijit Singh. More romantic. Everyone snickered. I put my head down. If embarrassment could kill, I'd be gone. When the exam ended, I packed my things quietly. As I walked out, Ayo slapped my shoulder. Congratulations, he grinned. You're officially the first student to turn an exam hall into a Badshah concert. Please, I groaned, never remind me again. He laughed. Oh, don't worry, the whole school already knows. I covered my face. But as embarrassing as the day was, I learned two very important things. Number one, never take shortcuts on exam day. Number two, always, dash dash. Disconnect your Bluetooth. And speaking of never forgetting, if you enjoyed this chaotic story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps me bring more wild stories straight to your screen. See you in the next one.